What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Don't judge me. I know I look a little crazy, but I was about to go to bed, and like I do before I lay my head down, I checked the Ashley reality roundup to see if anything was going on in the world of Teen Mom, and there is. It looks like the Teen Mom OG producers, they are trying to facilitate a face-to-face meeting between Macy and Mackenzie. And this has been going on for a few weeks, you guys. We know that for a few weeks, things have been really crazy between the McKinneys and the Edwards family. It's gotten to the point to where people have tried to get physical. Just last night, I done a video about Macy and her responding to Mackenzie, calling her a petty bitch twice in 2 episodes in a row. She also responded on Twitter about Larry going to media outlets and doing interviews. What she said, she kind of subtweeted. She was just like, I will never have respect for someone that will go to a media outlet and do an interview with them before coming to the person you are doing the interview about. So that obviously was directed at Larry. She spoke about how it is not her place to try to force Ryan to come to all of Bentley's school activities. There's just been a lot going on, you guys, and I've made it known I'm Team Macy all the way. When I watch the show and I see Larry and Jen and Ryan and Mackenzie grabbing about Macy, it just blows me away, because I'm like, you guys should be thankful that she's been a good mom to Bentley, because you could have ended up with one of those moms that's just throwing her kid off everywhere. They're living in a terrible house. You know, the mom's just not even trying to take care of her kid. Like, Macy has given Bentley a great life. They have a nice home. He's in school activities. He is a happy kid, and he is a smart kid. He's been raised very well, and that is Macy and Taylor. That is not Ryan. That is not Larry. That is not Mackenzie. That is not Jen. So when I see them talking about her, I'm just like, are you serious? Like, what is wrong with you? I'm Team Macy all the way. So I've been very supportive in her tweets lately. I'm like, get it, girl, because I get ticked off when Mackenzie calls Macy a petty bitch. And now we are finding out the producers for weeks have been trying to get the two to meet face to face, and I don't even know if that's safe. Like, we do know at the reunion for Teen Mom, at the taping, they tried to get them to sit down face to face then as well, and they refused. Then they tried to get Larry and Jen to sit on the couch with Macy and Taylor. They agreed, but that did not end well. It literally ended with Taylor exploding on them. So I feel like production, they know that if they could ever get Macy and Mackenzie in the same place to have that conversation, I feel like they know that that would be like a gold mine for them. Like, they know that that would be good television. I would love to see that. I would love to see Macy and Mackenzie sit down together and Macy just tell her how she really feels. I think it's needed too as well, but they've been trying to do it, and not only has production been trying to do that, but one of the ladies have been trying to do it as well. They actually reached out to production and was like, hey, I need your help with this. I want to have a sit down. I want to squash things and move forward in a positive way. But the other lady rejected. And I actually thought that it would be Macy reaching out to Mackenzie and Mackenzie rejecting. But from what the Ashley is saying, she has a source close to production, and production is saying that weeks ago, Mackenzie reached out to them and said that she wanted to sit down with Macy, have a face-to-face with her, possibly a lunch out at a restaurant or something, to where it would be in a public setting, to where they could just sit down and have a face-to-face and squash things. But Macy refused to do so. This was weeks ago. This was before she got on Twitter saying that she would do a boxing match with Mackenzie if it was for charity. Also, Mackenzie texted Macy a couple weeks ago and asked if they could have a sit down, and Macy did not even respond to Mackenzie. Now, from what the Ashley is saying, this was filmed and we will see that next season. So I am curious to see from Mackenzie's side, her texting Macy and what she texts Macy, and from Macy's side, her receiving the text and her talking about why she didn't want to sit down with her and why she didn't even respond back to her. I do feel like things they're probably a little bit different. I feel like probably Mackenzie does not want to sit down with Macy anymore, especially considering Macy is so done with this. She's so over all the comments she is hearing on the show from Ryan, from Jen, from Larry, from Mackenzie. She's at her wit's end, you can tell. And we're getting to see that little fiery, feisty redhead that can be Macy Bookout, you know. So Mackenzie has been trying to get this meeting. Now I think that's probably done and over with. Production has been trying to get this meeting. The Ashley's article just says, Teen Mom OG producers trying to set up a face-to-face meeting between Macy and Mackenzie. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. Macy and Mackenzie are not getting along. Teen Mom OG producers are eager to capitalize on their own and off-screen feud. It says the Ashley can exclusively reveal that the show's producers have been trying to set up a face-to-face meeting between Macy and Mackenzie for weeks, hoping to allow the enemies to clear the air on camera, of course. The Ashley's production tells her that while one of the ladies was willing to do a sit-down, the other one was not. The Ashley source tells her that it was actually Mackenzie's idea to try to patch things up with Macy, but Macy is not willing to entertain the idea despite her telling fans publicly that Mackenzie doesn't want to go face-to-face with her. Mackenzie reached out to production a few weeks ago, letting them know that she wanted to have a sit-down with Macy privately and to see if they could resolve some of their issues. Macy refused to give the producers an answer on whether or not she was willing to have that sit-down. Mackenzie also reached out to Macy privately via text to see if they could clear the air, and Macy did not respond. In fact, that was filmed for next season. Mackenzie texted Macy talking about how she just wanted things to not be so tense between the families. She thought a sit-down lunch or something might be good to help them talk their issues out. I'm willing to see if it's going to happen now. Now that I feel like we know Macy would probably be willing to sit down after everything that's been going on the show, her seeing them publicly bash her, if it was me, I would be like, I'm ready. I could kind of understand why maybe before she would be like, no, I don't care. Like, let's just do what we need to do for Bentley. I don't care to have these talks with y'all. But I think after seeing the fact that they just keep blaming her for everything, like I said, if it was me, I would have to meet with them and be like, look, this is not me. This is Bentley. I allow Bentley to decide if he wants to go over there. I allow Bentley to decide if he wants to talk to his dad. That is him. And I cannot force Ryan to show up to these things. If you guys want to know why Bentley's feeling a certain way, it's because of Ryan's actions, not mine. I'm not putting in anything in my son's head. I don't think that she is. I have lived in a similar situation. And that's one of those things that the other side likes to say. Like Larry said, you can kind of curve the way they think. They're not dumb. Our children are not dumb. And if I was Macy, I would be insulted that Larry said that. Because in my mind, I feel like Larry is basically saying that Bentley is not smart enough to think on his own. That Bentley is not smart enough to see what his dad is doing. That his dad is not a great dad. I would be insulted. And if I was Macy, I would want to sit down with them and tell them, like, my son is not stupid. Don't insult him by saying that I'm making him believe this way. I really want to see it happen, you guys. I feel like Macy deserves to tell them how she feels. I feel like they need to listen because I'm tired of seeing them bash her. I don't like it. So face-to-face, I'm all for it. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you guys think a face-to-face will happen? If so, do you guys think that it even could resolve anything? And whose side are you on if a face-to-face was to happen? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. If you want a face-to-face between Macy and Mackenzie, give this video a thumbs up. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.